Getting individual colors from a color map in matplotlib. If you have a color map, for example, how can you get a particular color out of it between 0 and 1, where 0 is the first color in the map and 1 is the last color in the map? Ideally, I would be able to get the middle color in the map by doing
You can do this with the code below, and the code in your question was actually very close to what you needed. All you have to do is call the map object you have. For values outside of the range, 0.0, 1.0, it will return the under and over color, respectively. This, by default, is the minimum and maximum color within the range, so 0.0 and 1.0. This default can be changed with kmap.set_under and kmap.set_over. For special numbers such as np.nan and np.inf, the default is to use the 0.0 value. This can be changed using kmap.set_bad similarly to under and over as above. Finally, it may be necessary for you to normalize your data such that it conforms to the range 0.0, 1.0. This can be done using matplotlib.colors.normalize simply as shown in the small example below, where the arguments min and vmax describe what numbers should be mapped to 0.0 and 1.0 respectively. A logarithmic normalizer, matplotlib.colors.lognorm, is also available for data ranges with a large range of values. Thanks to both Joe Kington and Caswell for suggestions on how to improve the answer.
In order to get robot integer value instead of float value, we can do. So to simplify the code based on answer from procedure, the code would be like this. I once ran into a similar situation where I needed n of colors from a color map so that I can assign each color to my data. I have compiled a code to this in a package called mycolorp. You can pip install it using. You can then do example to create a list of 5 hex strings from map winter. Output. Another example to generate 16 list of colors from map BWR. Output. There is a Python notebook with usage examples to better visualize this. Say you want to generate a list of colors from a map that is normalized to a given data. You can do that using output. You can also reverse the color using output.
I had precisely this problem, but I needed sequential plots to have highly contrasting color. I was also doing plots with a common subplot containing reference data, so I wanted the color sequence to be consistently repeatable. I initially tried simply generating colors randomly, reseeding the RNG before each plot. This worked okay, commented out in code below, but could generate nearly indistinguishable colors. I wanted highly contrasting colors, ideally sampled from a color map containing all colors. I could have as many as 31 data series in a single plot, so I chopped the color map into that many steps. Then I walked the steps in an order that ensured I wouldn't return to the neighborhood of a given color very soon. My data is in a highly irregular time series, so I wanted to see the points and the lines, with the point having the opposite color of the line. Given all the above, it was easiest to generate a dictionary with the relevant parameters for plotting the individual series, then expand it as part of the call. Here's my code. Perhaps not pretty, but functional. My context is JupyterLab and Pandas, so here's sample plot code. The resulting plot may not be the best example, but it becomes more relevant when interactively zoomed in.
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.